Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Motrial and this is another video. And in this video we are going out to hunt. For my AdSense Pin. September 2022 I was monetized and I was very happy because it was the month that my sister also relocated, so I can remember it vividly. So I was happy that finally I hit the 4,000 watch hours. Every condition has been set and now we are going to be rich on YouTube. Like, I was so excited. I thought the process was going to be easy because I was really happy that finally, like, after all the stress, I'll start chopping social media money. Not knowing that that's just the beginning, right? On YouTube, before you can start getting your money, there are some steps you have to take, some registrations and everything, and that is the part which I'm here to talk to you guys about today. That part has been stressing me so much, right? I had to put my address, my tax, my information, like I did all that. So the last step is to get an AdSense pin. Is that pin that will allow you to have access to your money, like can see your money. Normally it's when you get to a threshold which is like $100, that's when the money will be paid into your account. But that money, you're sure seeing it, even if it's $10 or $20 or $50, or you're seeing that your money is growing, and then like you can see everything, right? I requested for my first pin November. I can't remember the exact days, maybe November 13 or something. And then today, this is March 10th, and I've not gotten my pin. One mistake I made was I didn't know that after 3 weeks, if you don't get it, you request again and again and again, like after three weeks. And if I requested 4 times, there's a way Google can send it to your mail, without going through all the post office stress. I didn't know. First time I requested, it was past 3 weeks, and I was not even really bothered because I felt like maybe it will come. I kept checking post offices. They were like, post office rather, just one that is in my area. They were like, they've not gotten it. They've not gotten. They kept checking for me. They've not gotten that. If they get it, they will call me or something. But I was impatient. I kept checking. After about a month or so, I requested for another pin. Still same story. I requested for the 3rd pin. But right now, the days I have left cannot allow me to request for a 4th pin. And by that date, which is like 13th or something, ads will stop showing on my video. So what am I doing today? Today I'm going out to post offices that are around my area to go and check one by one. Like I will go there and check. And I think one other mistake I made was I put my postal code to be Lagos, not the exact location that I am in. It's when I was out checking other videos and I saw that your postal code should be the one in your area. So when I checked Google, that postal code for this particular area, I saw that there's a lot of postal codes, and me, I just want to put postal code for Lagos, 1000 some 000 some. So I felt like postal code is like when they say postal code, Lagos, Abuja, Ibadan, you just use the postal code for the general, not knowing that there are postal codes for specific locations, specific local governments. I didn't know. So right now I saw a video that said search on Google like post offices that is around that postal code, which is what I did. So I saw about 5 post offices, and then I'm going to be visiting those post offices today, right? I'm not happy that I have to do this, but I have to because by next week ads will stop showing on my videos. So I don't know, maybe when ads stop showing, I'll have to wait until the date elapses, then I request another pin, which will now be the 4th one. Then maybe I'll now wait again before that will take like 1 month, and for 1 month I won't be earning money. That's what it means. Even if I'm not posting videos, the ones that I posted before and people are watching is still fetching me some dollars. Now imagine that even if you watch, I'm not getting anything. It's like going back to square one, right? So today I'm stepping out there and I'm going to go and get my thing. So I'm going to post offices, and I want to step out really early because this is Nigeria. And today is a Friday as well. If you know how the post offices work around here, especially on Fridays, right? Everybody would close as early as probably 12:01. So I need to go as early as I can to check as much post offices as I can. And then when I'm done checking, if I find it, I'll be really happy. If I don't find it, I know that I tried, right? Like I didn't just sit down waiting for them to call me. I'll know that I tried. I went out to search for it, so my mind can be at rest that you have tried, right? So that's what I want to be doing today. So quickly, I want to do my skincare. I already washed my face, so this is my toner. Going in with my toner. You need to prep the skin before you go out there to hustle. And you guys can testify to me that my skin has gotten really better than it used to be. If you have been an OG of this channel, you know that this skin has come a long way. This is why it's good to use your toner. You think that your face wash has done justice to your skin, and then when you use your toner, you still see sometimes you see your is as dirty as this, and other times it's very clean. So that's why it's good to use your toner with either a cotton wool. Face is dry now. I need to go in with hydration. This is snail motion essence to hydrate my skin. I love the glow this thing leaves. That when I apply it, I'm always feeling myself because I used to see that glow. Such a beaut. My skin feels smooth and fresh. Just this one pimple that's trying to come out, and there's one here. Besides that, like, I can run my hands through my skin and then it's so fresh and smooth. So allow that sit in for a few seconds before I go in with my vitamin C serum. So I realized that I've been putting too much of this vitamin C serum, and then I want to reduce how much I use because the cost of these things are not smiling. They are really expensive, so there's no need to put too much thinking that it's going to work faster because I'm putting too much. So I've reduced. Before I used to put like 4 drops, but right now I'm using just 3 drops, and then it will still spread generously. Just look. So I also allow that sit for a while before I go in with my moisturizer. This moisturizer, I feel like, is a game changer in my skincare routine because whenever I apply it, my skin just feels amazing. Like, my skin feels so soft and fresh, and you know, I've never really used moisturizer in my routine. I just said let me try because this one was really affordable. I said okay, let me try this one, and then oh my god, it's blowing my mind out. Moisturizer, honestly, it's good to have it in your skincare routine, for real. Even this one is too much, maybe because I'm trying to show you guys, that's why I'm putting so much, but it is what it is. It just does something. It's like ice. Like, it just does something to my skin that I can't really explain. Like, it makes everything just cool, you know, and fresh. Just like when you're using mint toothpaste, you know that feeling. Yeah, that's how it feels on the skin. It feels so good. And then after this sits in for a minute, I go in with my sunscreen and we are done. It's time to step out, recover our mandate this time. This one is not mandate though. This one is AdSense Pin. Like, I just want to do it so that I can come back to you guys for real, because if you're a small YouTuber, it gets really overwhelming sometimes, especially if you're also working. I have a full-time job, a 9-to-5 full-time job, and today is supposed to be a work day for me, but I took that day off work so that I can pursue this, you know, different streams of income, important. So when it's near the expiration date, I knew that I had to take action. Like, one has to, you know, hold on for one, so that I can pursue the other hustle, right? If that makes sense. Sunscreen. My sunscreen. And then your sunscreen is well seated. So right now we can go and hunt for our AdSense pin. Let's go. See you guys when I step out. We just left the first post office, and it was the error I said I made that is causing this whole thing. Because when I got there now, I asked them questions like, why have you not gotten it? What's the postal code? And they said the postal code that I put is different from their own postal code, and that's why they didn't get my AdSense pin. So I'm going to try another post office right now, because that's what I dedicated today to. So they referred us to another post office where, you know, we can likely get it. And then the staff were unexpectedly nice and helpful. I didn't expect it. I thought they were going to, you know, be cranky and everything. Maybe because it's still morning. I don't know, but I was surprised. The fact that they were helpful, like they answered my questions and they were willing to help, like they racked through their stuff. I was really surprised by that. So now we're going to the next you know, post office to go and check. But then lots of things don't work in this country, annoyingly, because I can't start saying that right now. But sure, let's go to the next post office to check. Guys, guess what? I found my AdSense Pin. Sometimes this is why it's good to take the bull by the horn. This is why it's good to, you know, step out and go and look for it yourself. Because when I got to this second post office, right, the first man that attended to us, he even had no idea what an AdSense was. He was like, what do you want to buy? Buy? Do you sell something here? I don't get it. I was like, AdSense Pin, like that they sent it, blah 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 blah. Then another guy now came from inside and asked what we wanted. We said AdSense Pin. It was like, what was my address and everything. And then when I said my name, I felt like it sounded familiar to him, like they've had it. This thing looks really old. Different hands have touched it. It looks really old. Then he went inside, went to look for it, and he brought it out. And he was not saying that he wanted to bring it, because the normal thing is once they get these packages, right, they are supposed to dispatch it to your address. That's why there's no phone number on this thing. If you check, no phone number anywhere, just your address and your name. So they are supposed to bring it to your home address, right? But they didn't do that. But I'm just happy. Like, I'm really happy that today did not waste. Like, I dedicated the whole day. And then I'm happy also that I found it early. Like, I'm not really stressed or tired. Like, I found it early. This was the second place we went to, and we found it. And guess what? We went to this place once before, but it was locked. So when we got to this first place, and they were like, go to that other place that maybe you'll find it there. And I'm like, they locked. That place was locked. They were like, no, it's open now, blah blah blah, let's go. Thank God I listened to them and went there, because we could have also said, they locked it the last time, why go there again? But we went there and then we found it. So they are not going to be removing ads on my videos, because in another 3 to 4 days normally they're supposed to stop displaying ads on my videos. But now that I found it, so the next stage will now be to go and open a DOM account, because I got to know that if you push your Naira account, the amount you'll be getting will be smaller. You know, Naira rates, bank rate is always like 400 and something, and the normal rate is always more than that. So if you put your Naira account, they're going to pay you lesser than if you use a DOM account. So the next stage is going to be, but first let's even pass this stage first before we look at the next thing. I'm really so happy, like, guys, I'm so happy that I found this thing. I'm so happy. So now let's go and chow social media money. Let's chow social media money. I don't know, this was exactly how I felt when I voted. Honestly, I was a first-time voter and I voted for the presidential election, and I was so happy. You see the way I hugged my mom. She went with me, like, she went to her own polling unit. She was already done, and my own polling unit, we were so many, and she waited for me. And when I finished, like, that feeling, I just felt really happy that I was able to, you know, cast my vote and everything. I felt happy the same way I felt when I got this AdSense account, because I was really disappointed, I was sad, I was demotivated, because why go through all this stress and I will not find this thing? But when I found it, so happy. So let me go and put in the pin, and then let's move on. So guys, I'll keep updating you guys as per the progresses, the other things I do. I might make a whole different video like on this, the steps, the things you need to do and everything, so that another person will not make this same mistake that I made, and they will find it easier to, you know, locate or find their I am AdSense Pin. So I'll just end this video here and just make another video to educate others so that they will not make the same mistake. When you're doing something for the first time, it's always difficult and strange, and then all this mistake just keeps coming. So yeah guys, let's move. Thank you for watching. See you in another video. Your baby girl is now officially YouTube partner. Okay. Yeah guys, see you in another video. Bye.